Let's talk about Alex Pereira's knockout over Jiri Prochazka at UFC 295. A lot of people saying it was an early stoppage or saying that they should have let it go a little bit longer for a title fight. I'll let you guys decide on this, and I'll give you my thoughts at the very end. But we're going to try and go frame by frame on this. I don't want to get booted off YouTube. You know, I'm very careful about what type of footage is on YouTube here, but I'll just kind of speed this up a little bit without any sound. Hopefully YouTube won't say anything. So Prochazka lands the first shot. Pereira lands right here. Boom. Watch this. Jiri goes down. So that right there, that's a pretty big shot, right? And that's where the referee's starting to pay attention here, because Jiri's in big time trouble here when he gets dropped like this. From here, it's a little bit tough to say which shots actually land from this camera angle, but you can assume that a lot of these did end up hitting Jiri, right? And then it's right here as well where Jiri sort of falls back, and you can see Pereira lands a shot right there. This is where things get interesting. And the ref has already stepped in and stopped the fight. But from this position, Jiri's not in a good spot. It's not good. Now, I think where people took issue, and I took issue with this as well, immediately after the fight happened, is you see right after this, Jiri pretty much rolls to his side and he gets right back up. So you don't think he's out. But the reality is, if you look at this really closely, he is taking a lot of damage here. And Jiri himself after the fight saying, in the end, I think it was right, I was out. You know, and then Dana White sort of agreeing with the stoppage and all that. Look, Jiri probably knows. I will say this, though, as just a side note, Jiri's one of those guys. I mean, I've interviewed him enough. He's an absolute warrior. He's not a guy that will ever make an excuse. So I think even if he wasn't out, well, not that he'd lie about being out, but just I just mean that you don't see Jiri ever making any excuses. He would never be the guy to be like, oh, the ref messed that up. Just knowing how Jiri is, I think he'd just take the loss and move on and look at the next one there. So I wouldn't put too much stock in this quote, but you could see it there. He was taking a lot of damage, and it was probably for the best that the ref step in. I know in title fights, you usually got to let it go a little bit longer, but if you look at that, what I just showed you there, he was getting hit a lot, and I don't really have an issue with them stopping the fight the way they did. Jiri put himself in a bad spot. And this isn't the first time there's been some controversy. Jiri Prochazka obviously admitting that he was knocked out in the Dominic Reyes fight. So we know he's extremely tough to take out. That's one of the reasons I did pick him in this fight, because I thought, listen, like a lot of guys have tried and it hasn't happened. Jiri here saying for 1 or 2 seconds, I was out. Then he goes, okay, where am I? I'm here. What now? Didn't get the same thing happening here with Alex Pereira, but he was also in a bad spot. Like he wasn't getting up. Pereira was pretty much on top of him. So just wanted to do this video to give my official take on this. I know there's a lot of passionate Alex Pereira fans. I've certainly heard from you over the last 48 hours, but I want to let you guys know that I don't think the stoppage was bad. I never did actually to begin with. I just thought for a title fight, they should have let it go on a little bit longer. But after watching it up close here, you can see he's taking a lot of shots. It's probably for the best that they stepped in. And listen, I'm sure Jiri will be back. I'm just happy to see this division, moving along a little bit here. Looks like it's going to be Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill next. I think for Jiri, you maybe give him the winner of Jan and Rakic, or, you got Ankalaev and Walker. It seems like that's happening. Although I think if Ankalaev wins that, he should get the winner of Jamal and Pereira, and then you sort of, figure it out from there. But yeah, what a great fight that was on Saturday. And again, hearing it here, I don't think there was any issue with the stoppage. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Even after watching that, does that change your opinion? What do you think of all this? Follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram and TikTok @LynchOnSports. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.